Hey, Steve, did you feel like the Sixers really turned up their defense in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, they did. They put the clamps down on us, 13 points after scoring 40 in the third. Um, yeah, they really are a big team. You know, they got size at every position, not just the length, but just the physicality of all their wings. I thought that made a big difference in the fourth quarter, especially.
What did you like? What didn't you like tonight?
I didn't like our start, just our lack of energy and spirit. We got in a hole right away in that first quarter. I liked the second unit. I liked the play of Damian Lee and that group. You know, Bays, Loon, Nico. They came in, did a really good job, kind of giving us a lift in the second quarter, and then I liked the third quarter effort from the starters. You know, they responded and really got us back in the game. So there was a lot of good stuff. We really battled. We just couldn't close the game, couldn't score when we needed to.
Steve, what did you think of James after him missing a week there?
Well, he's a little rusty, but it was good to see him out there. He's going to get better and better as we go. You know, he had, I guess, a week off. He missed 3 games. He did get some, conditioning in, but he needs his rhythm, and that'll come.
Jordan's past week has been obviously super efficient shooting, and as you mentioned earlier today, I think only 2 turnovers the last 7 games. Less efficient tonight. I think he had 4 turnovers, but what did you think of his whole game?
I liked his game. There are going to be games for everybody, whether it's Steph Curry or LeBron James or Jordan Poole. It doesn't matter. Sometimes the ball doesn't go in, and you have to maintain your aggressiveness. Even in those circumstances. And I thought Jordan did a really good job of fighting through a slow start and going against long active defenders all night, and still managed to really impact the game and make some really positive plays for us that kept us in it.
Why has closing close games been a challenge for you guys this year?
Well, we're not good enough to do it. Obviously, we're 22-22 for a reason. So, I think we're about 500 in close games, games that are single digits. So we're not good enough execution wise, and that's what we've got to continue to work on, and that's what I have to do a better job of as coach. I've got to get us more organized, and we've got to find better shots down the stretch.
You mentioned organization there, and I was kind of going to ask, how do you coach for execution?
Well, you do it in practice. That's the whole thing, and then you get comfortable with rotations, and so all of that has been jumbled a little bit this year. We've had a lot of different rotations. We haven't had much practice, and I think it shows. And so we need to take advantage of the practice times that we do have, and learn to execute. And I think these last, 28 games, we've got to find combinations that we're really comfortable with.
Kelly's name comes up the most in trade rumors for, financial reasons, salary cap reasons. This was your last game before the trade deadline. What have you thought about what he's given you to this point, and what's your general thought on Kelly and his future with you guys?
Well, I love Kelly. He's a pro. We've talked a lot, about his circumstances, being a free agent, having his name tossed around. Not an easy position to be in, but this is how it works. It's the NBA. He's got an expiring deal. He plays a position of need for a lot of teams, and he's athletic and long, and he's coveted. He's definitely coveted. So. His name is naturally going to be out there, and he's done a great job of handling everything. He's really professional and poised, and very practical, and so we'll see what happens.
Steve, you talked about execution there. I'm just wondering, after the teams you had that were so great a few years ago, and the intelligence that those teams had, is it frustrating? How do you cope with not having that now, even though you do have some talent?
Well, I think it's just the challenge is to, to find the right combinations and to try to get, put the pieces together where guys are really complementing one another. And frankly, that team that went to the finals 5 years in a row, for a reason, by the way, they were extremely talented and smart. The pieces of the puzzle fit nicely and easily. And we had a lot of combinations we could go to. And so it's more of a challenge with a team where, roles aren't as clearly defined, where you've got a lot of guys who are sort of right in the same boat in terms of not having separated themselves from the group. You look at tonight, we didn't play Juan and Eric. Those guys have played big roles for us, and so we're looking at different groups, different combinations. So we've just been searching, and we just got to keep going.
Coach, Mark Haynes, Clutch Points. You battled Doc Rivers, over the years when he was with the Clippers. Is it weird or strange, seeing him with a new team in Philadelphia?
A little bit. Doc was with the Clippers for so long, but of course he was with Boston for a long time as well. So mainly I'm just happy for Doc that he landed in a great spot. He's done a hell of a job. Sixers are really good. That's one of the best teams in the league, best defenses in the league, and Doc has his fingerprints all over that. He's a great coach.
Hello, Coach. Mario Gamboa from Grupo Legado. Down 24 at one point during the game. There was a lot of talk today about Draymond's defense, but I was wondering if you could comment on his leadership and intensity, which helped make this game competitive.
Well, Draymond is always our leader emotionally. He's always the one to pick us up. I thought the third quarter, he really changed the game with his intensity and his defense and his emotion. So he battled, or all of our guys battled. We just couldn't get over the hump.
Hi, Steve. Carlos Ramirez, NBC Bay Area and Telemundo. James hasn't taken more than 3 free throws in a game in his last 12 games. Is that something you want him to improve going forward now that he's a starter and without Steph in the starting 5?
Yeah, James will get more and more comfortable the more minutes he plays. He's still so young and raw. You got to understand these games go pretty quickly. The pace, the pictures that are in front of him, the windows close quickly, and you've got to get comfortable with that. We've seen it with Jordan, after a year and a half now, all of a sudden he's seeing everything very clearly. So it's a process for young guys, and it's just going to take James some time. But, when he gets more comfortable, he'll be quicker to the ball, quicker to the rim. That'll put him at the foul line a lot more.